Okay, so I have here my harvest that I picked in late spring of my Kettle River Giant. And what I'm doing is taking the largest bulbs and planting them. You'll notice this here. This is a nice large bulb. And then the smaller ones I'm just going to put into the kitchen to use. So I'm pulling them apart, and they can be pretty stubborn to come apart sometimes. I've got some good sized ones in here, but I can be selective because I just got so much. If you'll notice these, look at how large these are. I've got some giant ones in here. So I can be selective. Now I'm planting 11 varieties this year. I've got the biggest ones here, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these here. Now some of the varieties, 3 of the varieties I have, I've only got like 2 bulbs. So that will work perfectly in some of my large garbage cans. So I'll probably do that with some of the varieties. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and plant these here. Okay, I space all of my garlic 6 inches apart. So I go in about 6 inches here. So I'm going to start right here. And what I do is I take my board and I just, like this, just make a little trench right there. So I know where my 6-inch mark is here. And then I take and lay my tape measure across here. Now I know that some people have these boards where they have the little pegs on them and they just stick it in like that, but I could make one, but I'm just too lazy. So I'm going to go ahead and put one 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. So you kind of got the idea. And then what I'll do is I'll go another 6 inches. Now, I've prepared the bed. I once did an experiment where I put bone meal in the holes. And I did get a little bit better yield, not exceptional. So if I didn't have the bone meal already, because I bought a nice big 10-pound bag of it, I wouldn't probably be using it. But since I did, I went ahead and I spread it in here and just kind of, roughed it up and kind of got it mixed in with the top here. And so when it rains, it'll go ahead and mix it in. So I'm going to go ahead. Now what I do is I just take these, make sure that's one, and I just shove it in about 2 inches like that. And this is soft enough, of course, where I can do this. If you don't have really soft soil, then you're going to have to do a little bit of digging. But 6, 12, 18. And what you want to do is you want to put them in with the root down. You'll see the pointy spot here. This goes up like this. At least that's what they say. That's the way I've been doing it for 40 years. Probably doesn't make it. And someday I should actually do an experiment and plant a whole bunch of them upside down just to see. But I've been doing it this way for all these years, and why change now? And then 42 right there. So they give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 per row. Now what I could do is, what a lot of people do, is they kind of stagger it. Like they'll go across here and make kind of a diamond and put one here. I don't do that. I just go 6 inches and start a new row. So I'm going to go 6 inches right here. Start this row like that. Make a trench. The trench is just to give me an idea where I have to put them. And it doesn't have to be perfect, really. So I go 6 inches. Just like that. So I won't bore you. I'm going to go ahead and plant all of these, and we'll come back and see how many rows I got. Okay, so I ended up with 9 rows, which that's adequate for me. That's plenty. It's 9 times what, 7? 63 plants. That's going to be just fine for me. Now, it is supposed to rain like a booger tonight, so I'm not going to bother watering this. Why get out the hose? I mean, the hose is put away for the winter, so I'm not going to bother getting it out. Okay, so that is in. 10 more. So some people have been hounding me to show the greenhouse more in the wintertime. So I think I'm going to do that. I usually use it to overwinter, but this year I think I'm going to try to grow a few determinate tomatoes in there. The challenge with tomatoes, they need a lot of heat, they need a lot of light. And so I may have to put some supplemental light in there. I already have supplemental heat. It might not be enough. I might have to beef that up. But I think I will. I think I'm going to start some tomatoes and start growing in there and bringing you guys along for that. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you later.